Hi, and welcome to the Delight Knits podcast. My name is Emily, and this is where I like to talk about all that I've knit on in the last, it's been 2 weeks, I believe. I apologize for any dog or kids coming in. It's just life. Let's see. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry, and my email are all listed below, but they're all Delight Knits, or some variation of it. It's been a day already, but my son is going down for a nap. My daughter's watching TV, so it's a quiet time and the perfect time to get some podcasting in. So I have 4 whips and a finished object, which I don't have with me, and some acquisitions actually this time. So I knit or cast on and finished a Purl Soho classic ribbed hat, I think is what it's called. I'll put a little picture here. I did modify it a little bit. My nephew had requested a black hat, so I went to our local yarn store, Knit Unto Others, and just got some black, I think it's Barocco. It's like light worsted to heavy DK. And so I cast on the Purl Soho Classic Ribbed Beanie, the free pattern in the baby size, I think, with like 3.75 needles. I think it's all on my project page, which I'll have linked below. But it fit him great last night. He loved it, so we're just gonna go with that. There's a picture of it. It's just a simple 1x1 ribbed beanie. That's all it was. Took me like 3 days to knit, and that was it. Super easy. I have another thing I had cast on Friday. So, today is Saturday. Gosh dang. Saturday, the December 16th. So I'd cast these on Thursday night. So I cast them on Knit One Round, and here's where I'm at. These are the Point Edward mitts. I don't know who it's by. It is a free pattern. I've knit one pair before. They're Maddie from We Share Needles has knit them, and I knit them Fairlight Fibers. There's in black and white, but it is a free pattern, super simple, easy. DK weight. I am holding fingering weight double. Here is the first one. I have not done the thumb yet. So there's that, and then so they cover your fingers and you fold them down to where they're fingerless mitts. So there's one. I am holding 2 fingering weight yarns together. They're both Ruby and Roses. This is Pensive and this is Siesta, I believe. And so yeah, there's one, and here is the second, and I think I'm on the last row of the thumb gusset, and I have not too much longer to go. Super simple, easy pattern. I mean, I whipped this up in 2 days. Yep, free pattern, great pattern, love it. Perfect for like driving when your hands are cold on the steering wheel, if you don't have a steering wheel warmer. Love it. Knit it completely to pattern, because the pattern says to cover your fingers at the top, and then just a normal bind off. That is that super simple project. Impulse cast on. Got it, let's go. Second one, let's just go with in this bag. I didn't even keep that in a bag, its own bag. So this one is the Easy Does It DK shawl that I am knitting using some yarn I got as a door prize. This, I don't remember the yarn. It's all, I think it's linked. Oh, there it is. It's Louisa Harding. I've got 2 of these. I'm still not even done close to being done with the first ball of yarn. This is just going to be a putz around project, and I haven't done all that much because I was there at the blue since the last time. But it'll be a pretty long scarf. Scarf shawl thing. Just like the simple, like the Sophie scarf and shawl. And this one is also a free pattern. So all 3 projects that I've talked about to this point are free patterns. This one's linked in Easy Does It DK, I believe is what the shawl is. Move my stitch marker here. That lets me know which side is the right side, because you always increase on the right side. You can tell which side is increasing. You're increasing on. So yeah, that one's just going around. It'll probably be great to have here in the holidays in the next week, because Christmas is here in about a week. There's that one, so that's done. I also finished a pair of socks that I'll throw in a picture of with the purple lamb yarn. And last time, I'd finished them like right after the podcast. And last time I podcasted, I showed you half of one knit sock. I had a completely finished sock that I did not show. Like I had a half finished object. One sock finished and half of the other one knit. So I'll pop in the picture of those. Those are finished, just my normal vanilla socks. I think I finished those right after. I don't know. They're done. They're gifted to the person that they were gifted to, so I don't even have them. Yeah. Second project is in my Big by the Bay Go bag. This is the Allie's Sweater DK. And I made some progress on this as well. So there's that. I think I was like, I was in the body last time. Body is finished and bound off. It is a split hem and with a contrast tubular bind off. Or so you knit back and forth one row in the contrast color and then bind off with the tubular bind off. I think I was around this area. I didn't move my stitch marker like I should have. And I want to say I was around this area but I know I was in the body. And I've picked up for the sleeve one, and we will putz around on that. And this is just when I have time. This has priority over that rainbow scarf. But I also could have finished that sleeve instead of knitting those Point Edwards mitts, but those were an impulse. I'm loving this. I'm ready to wear it. So there's the front, and you've got the short rows and the color work at the top. This is the Alley Sweater DK version by Sara, Opie, and she is s.knits on Instagram. The yarns is Collins. I have them. Yeah. ZZ Textiles is the main color, and it is Collins in our 100% superwash DK. And then the purple is Coast to Coast Yarn Co. in Homespun Quilt. And I love this colorway. That is that. I'm kind of flying through, but it is knit 2 pattern and the second size. Here, I have one more pattern. This is my Advent pattern. So I got the Camel's Yarn Advent, and this is kept in my other By the Bay Bag Co bag. I am knitting the Coffeehouse Fade by Sara, Opie, who's S-Knits. This is meant for either 20 minis and a full skein, 24 minis and a full skein. It is written out to, you can basically use scraps. It tells you how to calculate, or how you can choose to use, like match your sleeves up and all that. but I think I had just finished color 1, so I was up here last time. I didn't put in a stitch marker. But I think I'm caught up to day 15. About ready to add 16. I did kind of go ahead. Did that yesterday? So I did, or the day before, I don't know. I've opened my advent early, but that's okay. I'm loving this. It is kind of like a 0 ease. Once I block it, it'll be a little bit more. I've been doing good with it. I love it. I love the raglan detail here. Tells you when to change colors, so you're fading it in. This is a gorgeous yarn advent for this. I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of wear out of it. So I am about ready to add in. Today is the 16th, and I do have day 16 in here. I'm ready to add. Let's see if you can see it. I'm not going to take it out. This is the best thing, having these little boxes, because it keeps my yarn organized. It keeps the mini cakes, because the way my winder is, I have one of the cheap ones from like Amazon, the plastic winder. It doesn't make them super neat for the minis, so that helps a ton to have those as their own cozy. But I'm in love with this pattern, and let's see, that's this one. We'll add in day 16 later. I do need to take a try on picture. I've been doing fairly decent about getting try on pictures up to before I split for sleeves. And then, I mean, I work full time, and so we leave when it's dark and we come home when it's dark. So the picture taking is just not easy. And then, of course, dealing with kids and all that. And yeah, so, and I've been knitting in the car a lot, and it's a whole ordeal. And it's a little bit harder after you've split for sleeves to do those try-on pictures. So I'm going to get one today to post on Instagram is my plan. And then I might honestly do it like next weekend, which would basically be Christmas. So if I wait I don't know. It's hard because I want to do the sleeves at the same time, but it's just going to be easier to wait and do the sleeves. Because obviously I'm ahead on the body or not ahead. I'm up to date with it on the body, but I will go back and add in the colors in the sleeves. So I'm knitting the 5th size. There are so many sizes in this pattern. And it is a stocking knit, a reverse stocking knit sleeve and stocking knit body. And you can choose to use up every single ounce of your mini, or you can follow along and you'll not, like the size I'm knitting, I won't use all of them, all of each mini. But there are options to do so. I just wanted to use all 24 minis. What else about this pattern? She has pictures on the pattern and on her Instagram in black and white, because she used Coast to Coast Yarns Coffeehouse fade for it, and so she'll release those pictures in January. But I'm loving this knit. I'm knitting to where like I either have to knit ahead into my advent a few days ahead, or I just have to stop, and that's kind of where I've picked up the other projects here that I've worked on. So I can't decide if I'm gonna like keep working ahead or not, because I have opened the entire advent. I just had to see it all. Do you do that too? Or you open them all up and then you put them back in their box and you open it all up again type of person? It's easier to wind minis like instead of one at a day, because I have to put my ball winder and Swift up every time, or my kids will get into them and probably break them. I will wind up like a few at a time, just to make it easier on me, which is also fine. So I'm not sharing the yarn on Instagram, so I'm not spoiling it for anybody else. Let's see, I've got a couple acquisitions. So last night we went to Garvin Gardens in Hot Springs to see all the Christmas lights, and we stayed in the Arlington. Had a great time, and then on the way home we stopped at Hot Springs Fiber Co. I got a 9-inch circular in the US 3.25. There's a glare. There we go. To do some DK socks. I have not done DK socks, but I would like to. And I just love the 9-inch circulars, and my little red and blue shorty sets. The blue isn't quite 9-inch. It's a little bit, like, this is what I would use. I think that's my smallest. It's a little bit bigger. And so, like, it kind of struggled on the 40 stitches here when I cast on. It's all super stretched out. And so I wanted to get a smaller one for some DK socks that I plan on knitting. I also purchased this yarn. I don't know how to say that. But it is a 75 superwash, 25% polyamide, color 310 ethereal, maybe? I don't know. But I got that at, I don't know. I think it's going to be an assigned pooling type thing. We're going to open it up and see. Yeah, my daughter is a fan of purple, and of course she came in with me, so there we go. So I think that'll be cool. She actually wore some knit socks yesterday, so I will probably knit her some socks out of this. I've been in the mood to knit socks as well. But I knit her the Magic Heel socks, and they worked out really well, and she didn't have any problems walking around Garvin Gardens last night. So we may do that because she's a 4-year-old and growing super fast. Not super. But I'm excited to break into this. I've also got other yarns I can knit for her. But yeah, 17 minutes in and I'm done. Hope everybody is enjoying all the different Vlogmas videos up on YouTube. I know I am. I hope that everybody has a great Christmas, if you celebrate, and if you don't, just a great December and end of the year. Life's about to get crazy for us, if even crazier. So I am gonna sign off and go wind up some more yarn, because why not, and maybe get some knitting time while the rest of the house is still a little bit quiet. So I will speak to you again. It might be in a week. It might be into the new year. We will see. So it's great talking to you. Bye.